Today on Pre-Factoring Practice Part 3, we are actually factoring a trinomial. Remember that a trinomial is a polynomial that has three terms. So step 1, identify A, B, and C. Step 2, find two numbers that multiply to A, C, and add to B. Step 3, rewrite the polynomial in expanded form using the two numbers you found in step 2. Step 4, write the expanded polynomials in the box provided. You put one term in each part of the box. In step 5, factor out the GCF of each row and each column. Okay, so this is where we are actually factoring, and I have it all broken out into steps where each box is what you do. So you start here with finding out what A, B, and C are. So A is 2, B is -1, C is -28. So you're asking yourself, what two numbers multiply to AC? All right, AC is 2 times -28. So that is going to be a -56. Okay, and then add to B. B is -1. So sometimes you'll be able to find these numbers with no problem. But if you can't find the numbers, what you resort to is listing out all the things that multiply to -56. So I have -1 times 56, or 1 and -56. Let's see here. I have -2 times 28, or 2 times -28. 3 does not go into 56, and you can use a calculator to help you with some of these. All right, 4 does. It's 4 times 14, so -4 times 14, or 4 and -14. 5 does not. 6 does not, and how you can tell is if you type in a calculator 56 divided by 6, it's decimal, and that's how I know. So if you need a calculator to help you, feel free to. 7 does, it's 7 times 8, so -7 times 8, or 7 times -8. All right, those are all the possibilities that multiply to -56. Now of those, 7 and -8 add to -1. So we are going to, let me zoom out here, write the polynomial in expanded form. So that's the one where you write it out using those two numbers. So remember, the polynomial started with 2x squared and ended with -28. And instead of this -x, we're using these two numbers to write this part right here. So instead of -x, we're writing plus 7x minus 8x. That's expanded form. Now, you take that expanded form and you put each term into a box up here. So we have 2x squared plus 7x minus 8x minus 28. Okay, now you go ahead and you factor each row and each column. So what we mean by that is we are looking at this top row right here. So if I said factor out the GCF, you would say, well, there's no number that goes into 2 and 7, but I could pull out an x, so I would bring an x out in front. Now look at the next row below it. Look at the -8x minus 28. So think about the biggest number that's going to go in, and that would be, let's see here, -4, I believe, because 4 divides nicely into 8 and 28. Now why I put a negative is because if this box right here is negative, the number you pull out just beside it is negative, okay? And that's the same with this top box right here. If this box is negative, the number you pull out of the column up here would also be negative. If it's positive, you pull out a positive. Okay, so now you look at both of the columns. So the column is this 2x squared minus 8x. So you're looking for the GCF in that column. So a 2 divides nicely into both 2 and -8. It's the largest number that goes in. That's the GCF. And out of x squared and x, an x can come out. So then you look at the last column right here. That's this one, the 7x minus 28. So 7 divides into 7x and -28. Now -28 doesn't have an x, so you cannot pull an x out, and that's a +7. Okay, now how you can check to make sure you get it right every time is you can essentially multiply them. Just double check. Is x times 2x 2x squared? Yes. Is x times 7 +7x? Yes. -4 times 2x is -8x? Yep. And -4 times 7 is -28. That's how you can check. Now, you have gone from standard form where it started. You found your two numbers and you did expanded form. And now by factoring the GCF out, you've now found the two factors, 2x plus 7 times x minus 4. So we have undone the multiplication. So 2x plus 7 times x minus 4. Now this says use this space to multiply the factors to show that they are equivalent to the standard form we started with. All right, that's literally what I just showed you. And we won't normally do this on a problem. I'm just really wanting you to relate that when we're factoring, we're just going backwards on the process of multiplying. So we are undoing the multiplication process. So if you tried multiplying them, you would see that, okay, we absolutely get down to 2x squared, 7x minus 8x is minus x, and then minus 28. So our answer checks because this right here, this 2x squared minus x minus 28 is the same as what I started with. So my actual answer when they're asking me to factor, my actual answer is this form, factored form. This is my answer. The second part of me down here, this was me checking my work. And we don't have to do it every time. Honestly, I use the box where I did the GCF up here, and when I verify the multiplication checks out, that's me checking my work. Okay, let's try another one. It feels like a long process today because we're explaining every step, but as we get better, you'll be much quicker at this. It won't take as much writing. It's just right now we are going through all the details. So A is 5, B is negative 8, C is negative 4. What two numbers multiply to AC? A is 5, C is negative 4, so 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Adds to B, B is negative 8. So things that multiply to negative 20, all right, is, let's see here, negative 1 times 20. Sorry about that. 1 times negative 20. 2 times negative 10. Negative 2 times positive 10. 4 times negative 5, and negative 4 times positive 5. Now, 2 and negative 10 add to negative 8, so those are our two numbers. So we're going to write the polynomial expanded form. So we start with the 5x squared and we end with the minus 4. And instead of the negative 8x, we use our two numbers, plus 2x minus 10x, because that still makes our negative 8x. Now we put each term in a box over here, 5x squared plus 2x minus 10x minus 4. Okay, next you factor out the GCF of each row in each column. So on this top one, we have a GCF of x, because no number goes into 5x squared or 2x. And on, sorry, that's a row. On this bottom row, because that 10 is negative, you need to pull out a negative number. The biggest number that goes into negative 10 and negative 4 is negative 2. So because this box is negative, you pull out a negative. Okay, and now you look at the first column, you're looking for the GCF of 5x squared minus 10x. So the biggest number that goes into 5 and negative 10 is 5. And there's an x squared and an x, so you can pull out an x. So then the second column is 2x minus 4. So the GCF of that is 2. And because this top right box is positive, then you pull out a positive number right there. So it's 5x plus 2. So those are your two answers, your 5x plus 2 and x minus 2. Now you do a quick check to see 5x squared is x times 5x, that checks out. 2 times x is 2x. 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. And 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So we checked our multiplying, and if you check those to see, 5x squared is the beginning, and then you have 2x minus 10x. If you go back and combine these two, that's negative 8x, and then negative 4. And if you look, that standard form is what you started with. So you're checking that out and it looks good. So remember, the part of your answer is this. This is your solution right here. The other part is us just checking it.